Three, two, one. What's up, everybody? Welcome
What's
to
up?
another edition of Combat Sports Weekly. And for
Mm-hmm.
today, we have a special guest. Our
Mm-hmm.
co-host for this episode is no other than Fritz
Yes.
Biagtan. Fritz, what's
Yes.
up?
What's
Yan, no,
up?
kita-kita
What's
niyo po,
up?
may black eye pa. Pakita mo yung black eye mo. Lapit
Fresh
kang
from
konti.
the
Ayan.
recent
fresh,
fight.
fresh from his hardcore Muay Thai fight. Ayan po, may black eye pa, recovering. We will discuss and we will talk about his experience during the entire fight camp leading to fight night. But first and foremost, ang pinaka pagkukwentuhan natin ngayon, okay,
Ay.
is the recently concluded uh, Jake Paul versus Ben Askren fight. Okay, everyone wants to talk about it. I've
Yep.
been receiving tons of messages. I've been receiving a lot of comments on my recent post, and maraming discussion. So I think this is a really good way to dissect and analyze what happens. So of
Mhm.
course you have your Titos of fighting, and of course we have an elite athlete, an elite fighter in Fritz here, so that
Mhm.
you can have different points of view. Of course, if this is your first time here, we would like you to follow the pages of our social media outlets. Please like this video, watch it till the end, because we are going to provide you with so many insights and at least give you a better understanding of what really happens inside like fight culture and combat sports. So let's go with the Jake Paul and the Ben Askren fight. It was initially ikaw Fritz nung while you were in camp. This was during your camp, yung promotions
Oo nga.
nito. 'Di ba? Initially when the
Opo,
poster came
during-
out, nung lumabas yung poster, nung nakita niyo siya, ano yung initial reaction niyo diyan sa Marrock gym?
Ako. Ako.
Natawa na si Fritz.
Parang ano?
Natawa na si Fritz.
Parang wala lang. Parang ano lang labas-pasok. Gumanon lang sa akin. Kasi para sa akin hindi siya worth it na parang ituloy yung event. Kasi
Mm.
we know naman na si Jake Paul is a good athlete. Pero kasi si Ben Askren, good athlete too. Pero lalabanan kasi, boxing, hindi
Oo
siya
nga.
MMA Kumbaga, si Jake, ang laki advantage talaga na mananalo siya sa laban na yon. Si Ben, ano ba meron kay Ben? Yung striking niya parang halos wala lang Oo. So ayun, tapos kahapon hindi na nag-slide ako sa Instagram. Tapos nakita ko yung weigh-in nila. Ay, naku po, ano ba to? Ba't tinuloy pa pala tong laban na to?
Diba?
Sabi nga, di kinabukasan niya doon. Pag kinaumagahan, napanood ko na, knockout si
Ben
Sabi ko,
Askren.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, di ba? I'm not surprised. So that is the major consensus. That was the major consensus amongst people, the fighters, the coaches, and all of us here in the combat sports community. So please, if you have your please put it down in the comment section. How did you realize na shit got real? What were your initial thoughts? Ano ba yung what's the next step for Ben? What's the next step for Jake Paul? Okay, so what's the next step for Triller? Who could be the possible matches? Okay, we want to know your insights in the comment section. So please put them down below. Okay, we want to hear your opinion. So coming from the point of view of an actual fighter who is an active fighter who just came from a fight, di ba?
Yes.
So initially, Fritz pointed out everything that needs to be like laid down. Okay, so we have Jake Paul and si JC Ren. JC was discussing this. Jake Paul has been training boxing for so many years already.
A couple of years at least.
Oh, di ba? So
na medyo mas mas malalim na than other leisure practitioners lang eh.
like if you check our previous episodes, JC has been saying that the level of boxing in Jake Paul has been like it's beyond the hobbyist already. When he stated that, I didn't really pay too much attention to it because I know that the Logan brothers are athletes. Okay? So hindi
Pero
pa natin
they
so
were
yun.
wrestlers. Ano nila? They were high school wrestlers yata. Or at least si Logan. And then, ngayon, they're doing boxing. So, parang medyo shitting on Ben Askren.
Diba? So Fritz pointed out immediately during the initial statements kagad nung observation niya that they were athletes. Okay, we keep pointing this out. Okay, so Fritz just pointed it out. We pointed it out in our previous episodes that they were athletes. So they have the physical capabilities and the abilities to actually acquire knowledge, to acquire skill sets for combat. Okay? So for them to test it and to actually go inside the ring, 'Diba? It's plus points na sa kanila 'yon. So it's good for their channel, it's good content, it increases their popularity. One thing that really caught my attention, like again, I wasn't really paying too much attention to this kasi nga they're YouTubers, 'di ba? Pero eventually when JC said na matagal na pala siya nagba-boxing, I kinda training a lot of boxing, as in actually going to a boxing gym, learning from high-level coaches, sparring with pro boxers, sparring with amateur boxers, and the way he moved din naman through the years. I was watching a few of his video trainings.
May talaga.
May galaw na siya. Sabi ko, okay, medyo seryoso na to. Then he fought Nate Robinson, to which we initially said talaga na there's no way Nate Robinson. Ikaw, napanood mo ba, Fritz, yun? Yung kay Nate Robinson?
Hindi ko napanood.
Hindi mo napanood. Pero balitaan mo na lang yung knockout, yung tulog na nakabalagta. Di ba? Di ba? So, and everyone was counting Jake Paul out during that fight. So I was reading articles, I was reading posts of people. Sabi nila, Nate Robinson's an athlete, ang laki niyang tao, ang laki niyang mama. So I was like, medyo hindi siya nagbo-boxing, okay? So dun pa lang, he barely survived the onslaught ni Jake Paul. Hindi he got knocked out. Knocked out cold actually, 'di ba? Tulog siya nun eh.
Tulog siya.
So the next step for Jake Paul now would be to like up the level ng konti. Okay?
Parang ito nga yung progression niya, no?
Ito yung progression niya. So, kita mo nga, di ba, nung lumabas yung poster, kahit kami ganun na parang, okay, tuloy pala to. Now, we also said that Ben didn't have any business in boxing.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Di
ba? Di ba, kita mo, si Fritz mismo, sinabi niya kanina, di ba? Ben is a wrestler. He fought MMA, became a champion in several organizations, pero wrestling-based siya. Wrestling-based. And I totally agree, and I will echo Fritz's sentiments na I posted it on my social media. Ben Askren couldn't strike for shit. I mean, if you watch his recent fight with Damian Maia, he was outstricken. Diba? He was boxed out. He was outboxed by Damian Maia. Damian Maia na yun, ha? Diba?
Grappler versus grappler na nagsusuntukan.
Grappler na nagsuntukan. Talo pa rin si Ben Askren. So for this fight,
it's not bad.
It was good for the image. Okay siya sa image ni Jake Paul. Okay siya sa marketability and sa stock ni Jake Paul.
Yeah. Pero
For
kung
Ben Askren,
nanalo din si Ben doon kung sakali, parang wala eh. Okay, nanalo siya against the YouTuber. Wala lang.
Diba? Parang okay, nanalo ka. You were expected to win. You were expected to win because you're a fighter. Diba?
Yeah.
So, coming into that fight, sige, ikaw, Fritz, yung statement kasi, may sinabi kasi Jake Paul na sinabi niya, he wants to uplift boxing, he wants to bring back boxing and its glory to its glory days, whatever the fuck that meant. Pero, ikaw, from a fighter's perspective, you see a YouTuber, syempre, ang unang papasok sa'yo kasi YouTuber to eh, di ba? Pero nakita mo na nagte-training siya, nakita mo naman na may galaw, di ba? Yung assessment mo, mukhang okay siya. So, meron siyang tinalong boxing, may tinalo siyang wrestler. Ano sa tingin mo yung dapat gawin ni Jake Paul para at least medyo makumbinsi ka man lang na parang, okay, medyo legit tong taong to?
Simple lang. Siguro, after this fight, siguro mag-training pa siya ng mabuti. Tapos, kailangan talaga bigyan siya ng the real boxer, at least mga 3-0 pro fight or 1-0 kahit mga ganun.
Parang delikado ng 3-0 dun
Kasi kumbaga entertainer siya eh. So kailangan yung magiging kalaban niya dapat may pangalan. Kumbaga maganda kung Canelo versus Jake Paul. Angat na angat
parang
yun.
Parang durog siya dun
Parang ganun. Hindi kasi
yung entertainment value dapat nandun pa din.
Nandun pa rin kasi YouTuber siya. So Jake Paul versus someone na pro boxer na may pangalan.
Actually makes sense. 100%.
Oo.
Kasi yun din yung lumalabas na discussion ngayon. Like a lot of boxing analysts, like I've seen their reactions, more or less the same. Na parang now it's just a matter of getting someone na lalaban kay Jake Paul na medyo ka-level niya na or at least may pangalan. As in, yun yung importante. Okay? For everyone's gonna watch and listen to this, everyone keeps saying na dapat boksingero, ganito, ganyan. Hindi. You also have to understand na na a part of what Fritz just said is the business side of fighting. Kahit na ano sabihin nyo, this is still an entertainment sport.
Yeah.
You have to be entertaining. Hindi pwedeng just someone. Kailangan may pangalan. Kasi when you promote the fight, hindi pwedeng nakasalalay lahat kay Jake Paul yung promotions ng fight, 'di ba? Kailangan at least kahit paano silang dalawa para two sets of fan bases. Kung sino pa rin yung magbabayad for the pay-per-views, lalo na ngayon, 'di ba? Sino magbabayad for the streaming? Is it viable for the sponsor? So hindi naman. Tsaka please naman, nag-post ako, Manny Pacquiao na no. Lahat na lang Manny Pacquiao. Bakit ba?
Pero
Tapos
isa sa pinakamalalang memes talaga kanina.
Oo, di ba?
I streamed the fight illegally but I still want a refund. Grabe yun. Ganun.
Di ba? It's very entertaining. Kasi kahit naman sabihin natin nakakahiya for the sport. I don't understand why people say nakakahiya siya. It's a disgrace for the sport. Pero yun. A lot of people watch the fight. A lot of people paid to watch that fight. Diba? Kasi it was entertaining. It was by entertainers. Kahit na sabihin natin na, eto nga ngayon the mere fact na pinag-uusapan natin siyang tatlo. Diba? It was irrelevant, pero kasi it was entertaining and it got people's attention. At the same time, nagkaroon ng better, for me, there are a lot of pluses. Ang pinaka, hindi lang na, I mean, if you look at the negatives kasi, konti lang siya. Meron talaga, pero konti lang. Mas maraming plus. Marami na ngayong magiging aware kung ano ba talaga nangyayari sa boxing. 'Di ba? How do fighters really have to prepare for boxing? What really goes inside the ring? 'Di ba? And hindi pwedeng kung sino-sino lang yung magbaboxing.
Yeah.
Hindi pwedeng sugod ka lang, 'di ba? Lalo yung mga nagko-comment lagi sa mga forums and sa open discussion na parang kung ako 'yan, tangina kaya kong gawin 'yon. Pero hindi. 'Di ba? Hindi nyo kayang gawin, 'di ba?
Hindi madali yan.
It was a good payday for Ben Askren, di ba? Easy. I keep commenting.
$500,000.
Easiest 500K of his life. Plus sponsorships and endorsements, di ba? Leading, kasi ang laki ng hype, di ba? Ang laking hype. Triller definitely did a really good job marketing this fight. Snoop Dogg was there. Justin Bieber was there. Diba? So,
Oscar De La Hoya was
Oscar De La Hoya. Si Oscar De La Hoya. Tignan mo, Fritz.
Sabog siya kanina.
Tignan mo yun. Tignan mo yung tsura ni Oscar De La Hoya doon. Parang bangag na bangag siya. Parang sabog eh.
Tinatanong siya kanina who he wants to fight in his comeback. Hindi niya na masabi ng matina sa sobrang high niya. Tapos biglang akala ko nung una hinahamon niya na si Mike Tyson kasi bigla niyang binanggit. Sabi ko, sigurado ko ba dyan? Yung pala, parang nag-thank you siya kay Mike Tyson for giving him inspiration na bumalik.
Di ba? But he still has fuck. Di ba? So siya tawag dito. So let's put what Fritz said into perspective now. So let's get a 3-0 guy, professional boxer, probably Golden Gloves winner. Okay? Tapos, with the magnitude of hindi naman magnitude, pero may following ng konti. So, like merong na-prepare na list si JC. Okay? Pero prior to that, sige, ikaw, Fritz, let's go local. Local boxing scene or local fight scene. Ihalo natin yung MMA para masaya. Di ba? Para masaya. Kasi yung mga MMA fighters, maraming MMA fighters na magandang boxing eh. Di ba? So, what did, ano ba siya? 180. Nasa 180. 170, 180 eh. Kasi feeling ko kaya pa mag-cut ni Jake Paul eh. Like, sino sa tingin mo? Kaya sumabay sa kamay ni sa boxing skills ni Jake Paul?
Most likely to mga cruiserweight to sa boxing. So, malaki, mga 180, 190, ganyan.
Meron nagsabi kanina si Mamot eh. Si Sugar Reyes.
Kaya Baduria.
Yan, mga Baduria. Feeling ko si actually, ito may palag si Baduria dyan.
Oo,
para sa akin boxing, boxing gloves, boxing match.
Oo.
Baduria.
Ang bigat nung kamay niya eh.
Lakas sumuntok ni Baduria eh. So feeling ko kaya yan. So we got Kaloy Baduria. Medyo mag-unretire siya ng konti, 'di ba? Kasi malaki naman yung following ni Kaloy sa Pilipinas, 'di ba?
Tsaka nag-viral siya internationally doon sa laban nila ni Mark Palomar.
Palomar, yan. Pwede rin si Palomar sa Payan, 'di ba? Si Sugar Ray Estroso.
Sugar Ray,
Sino pa ba mga big boys na pwede? Kasi ang laki rin pala ni Jake Paul eh. Like when I saw
6'1" nga.
Diba? 6'1", then they fought at about 180, 190 pounds. Medyo big
190.
boy din pala to.
Oo. So kailangan, mas maganda, medyo kasing tangkad niya para yung weight medyo match din. Medyo patas. Sino pa kaya pwede?
Okay pa si Hoffman din eh.
Hoffman is good. Hoffman's tall.
Kaya lang, ayaw ni Hoffman na mga ganyan.
Hoffman has knockout power. So,
Oh.
it's gonna be interesting. He just needs to train more boxing, like more boxing-centric na training.
Yeah.
Pwede yan.
Internationally, well, fighter, kung ibabalik natin sa fighters na sabihin natin, kahit MMA fighters na may pro boxing experience kahit papano, may nakikita akong dalawa from MMA. Kaya lang medyo alanganin siya doon sa isa kasi si Tyrone Spong.
Si Tyrone Spong? Baka mamatay na yun.
Yun na nga, kaya lang 14-0 pala si Tyrone Spong. So, saka suspended ata siya ngayon for failing yung drug test ng VADA twice. Michael Venom Page from Bellator.
Alam mo, lumabas din yan dun sa
2-0.
sa TikTok na comment section. Everyone wants like a Michael Venom page. By the way, may TikTok din po si Fritz Biagtan. Paki-follow po siya sa TikTok niya.
Mas sumasayaw sila dyan.
Marami pong thirst traps. Okay, puro thirst traps po yung niya. So, ilo-launch din po pala namin dito yung kanyang OnlyFans page. Yung OnlyFans po ni Fritz Biagtan, ilo-launch namin dito. No, Michael Venom page, MVP medyo
MVP.
Siya. A lot of people want to see that fight
2-0
as well.
pro boxing record kahit paano eh. So mas lamang na konti si Jake Paul sa kanya din.
Actually,
si Jake Paul.
Pwede.
Tsaka pasok siya dun sa criteria na sinabi ni Fritz kanina, at least 2-0 or 3-0.
At least 2-0.
Diba? 2-0, 3-0, tapos merong striking background. So yeah, Michael Venom page. Is Michael Venom page still with Bellator?
I
May
think so.
laban sa sunod.
Oh, yun. Nako. Si Bellator naman medyo
open
okay
sa mga ganyan yun
open sa mga cross-promotion si Bellator eh. So,
Bellator versus
okay.
Resin nga, diba, before?
So, Bellator, beka naman. Sana payagan nyo. Diba? I think if Jake Paul calls out Michael Venom page or Michael Venom page calls out, calls out Jake Paul, that would be a really good matchup. Kasi, ngayon, nagpapapansin na naman ngayon si Dylan Danis na naman yung nagpapapansin ngayon eh. I don't really see Dylan Danis beating Jake Paul kasi
baka Paul versus Askren 2 yung mangyari.
Kasi wala eh. He's good at Bellator. Most of his wins are via submissions pero wala pa eh. We don't really know much of his striking. So Michael Venom page tapos yun. Kung YouTuber side, JC.
Kung YouTuber side may nakita akong isa. Yung isa kasi medyo sila eh. Nasa YouTube channel siya na marami silang subscribers kaya lang 4 silang coaches doon. So medyo yung fan base nila, subscriber base nila divided. Itong isa 1-0 pro boxing record tapos meron siyang 1.32 million subscribers.
Pwede.
So medyo pwede to. His name is Mike Rashid.
Si Mike Rashid, yung
Mike Rashid.
Medyo macho rin yan. Medyo big boy yan. Boy.
Medyo heavyweight na to.
Ayan, medyo pwede.
Ang catch lang dito kay Mike Rashid is currently bodybuilder siya / boxer. Nagtuturo din siya ng boxing sa YouTube channel niya aside from bodybuilding. Before bodybuilding, he was a 2-time Golden Gloves winner.
Okay, so
amateurs.
So medyo pasok pa rin siya sa qualifications natin. Medyo
amateurs
pasok sa qualification na. Medyo pasok pa rin sa qualifications natin. So Mike Rashid sounds good. Parang meron ako nakita mga early videos niyan eh. So pwede siya. Sino pa?
Yan pa lang naman nakikita ko ngayon na pwede. Kasi sa
YouTube world kami nga kanina
prior to kasi yung malalaki na pwede.
Prior to going on this show, nagkukwento kami kanina, inisip ko nga Kesai would be another possible matchup for Jake Paul kasi 'di ba tinalo niya si Logan Paul, tinalo mo si Utol, bawi ako, 'di ba? Bawi ako.
Pwede.
Oo, 'di ba? So magandang matchup siya. So at least kayo. So for everyone's gonna watch and listen and who's listening right now, put your opponents in the comment section. Please, let's be realistic here, okay?
Yeah.
We want this show to be a little bit more realistic. Let's not go Manny Pacquiao, let's
Oo.
not go Canelo, let's not go Triple G kasi hindi mangyayari yun eh.
Consider natin
Diba?
yung weight.
Diba? Consider natin yung weight. So yung weight was like, 180. Diba? 180, 190.
180, 190. So,
Diba? Tapos,
cruiserweight to heavyweight ng boxing.
tapos medyo, anuhan natin, lagyan natin ng konting legitimacy. Diba? Medyo para maganda yung discussion. Kasi Diyos ko naman, Canelo, sa tingin mo ba papatulan ni Canelo yan? Diba? Diba? O kaya si Triple G daw. Para sa tingin mo ba papatulan yan? Yeah, maganda yung Michael Venom page. Maganda yung Mike Rashid, maganda yung if you know of any local fighters that we haven't mentioned, sige, lagay nyo dito. Kasi that will be interesting. Kasi malay mo, si Philippines, matunog sa social media, maingay sa social media. So, tignan natin, di ba? Let's see. So,
inisip ko isa pang pwede na malaki din, mga halos kasi laki din Jake Paul, si Arvin Chan.
Si Arvin pwede.
Malaki din eh.
Di ba? Malaki si Arvin, mga 5'11". Tapos Arvin can hit. Arvin has knocked people out.
Mabigat kamay nun. Kaya
malakas sumuntok si Arvin Chan. So, it's just a matter of concentrating on boxing and then getting his cardio up. Then, pwede. Actually, Arvin Chan, medyo magandang si Arvin Chan. May laban. So, the thing about Jake Paul kasi is na he just wants to bring boxing back to its glory days. Pero the way I see it, if you read between the lines is, he wants to promote boxing. He wants to, pag sinabi mong he wants to promote boxing, he is going to promote boxing in his own way. So he's an entertainer, he's a YouTuber, so he's gonna be entertaining. He's gonna use boxing as a way to get money, but at the same time, entertain people. Kasi diba, siya yung nag-crossover. Medyo lumalabas ngayon kasi na siya yung medyo successful na nagko-crossover from an entertaining platform to an actual sporting event platform. Diba? So medyo he's doing it the way Mayweather is doing it. Namimili siya ng kalaban. Ipili niya yung mga kalaban na alam niyang may street cred, pero alam niyang kaya niyang talunin. Like for example, Ben Askren. Diba? Alam niyang kaya niyang talunin yan kasi hindi naman boxing hero si Ben Askren eh. So more or less, the way he's doing this entire thing, okay, ito lang, nakikita ko lang to na ito yung blueprint niya. He's gonna promote boxing by fighting non-boxers. So, yan yung gagawin niya. Hahamunin niya ng boxing yan, yung mga nagre-wrestling, yung mga nagki-kickboxing lang, or yung mga grappler, yan ang gawin niya.
Medyo delikado siya pag kickboxer.
Delikado sa kanya.
Hinaman niya.
Diba? So, let us know what you think. Future opponents for Jake Paul. Let us know your thoughts on the fight. But speaking of delikado, ito, yung mga nakakalaban ni Fritz, delikado sa kanya to eh. So, again, Fritz, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for co-hosting this episode with us.
Yes.
How many months or how many weeks ang preparation mo for your previous fight? So, Fritz Biagtan won his fight via third round, di ba? Third round TKO ka, di ba? Third round TKO in his recent fight in hardcore Muay Thai. So, now we have the chance to talk to Fritz para ikwento niya sa atin like how was everything? How was the entire experience? So how long was the preparation for this fight? Gaano katagal yung preparation mo?
Actually, sobrang tagal. De joke lang.
Sobrang tagal. Ang tagal niyang gutom. Hindi kumain. Tapos to si Denise naman, ito pa yung pinaka-problema. Yun yung nakikita mong problema eh. So if you're part of their trifecta, so it's Denise Zamboanga, Drek Zamboanga, Fritz Biagtan. So whoever has a fight, the entire concentration of the fight is focused on who's fighting. However, if you have someone like Denise Zamboanga who fucking eats everything that she wants to eat. Ako naiinis ako sa gano'n eh. Puta nagkakatakot tapos nakikita ko dati yung mga kasama ko. Iniinggit ka. Diba? So, kaya gusto ko malaman how long were you able to prepare for this fight? Like, gano'n katagal siya?
For training, kasi we've been training almost every day. You know, almost every day. So, ang kailangan lang namin is magpa-condition talaga. Condition talaga and then game plan. We need to train our plan. So we need to study our opponent first, and then we will plan what we're gonna do, ganito ganyan. So hindi naman ganun katagal talaga yung training namin kasi halos araw-araw nagte-training na kami. So ang kailangan lang talaga namin is pa-condition. So yun lang, hindi naman ganun kahirap, pero ang mahirap talaga yung condition kasi kailangan mong i-pick yung katawan mo para alam mo yun, hindi ka maging lousy sa laban.
That's true. Since you're fighting and you're training every day, is there a difference between your setup here in the Philippines before na more or less kasi ang behavior dito is yes, you're training pero it's not that intense,
or
'di ba?
Parang
tapos
in the Philippines and nung nasa Malaysia ka.
Oo, 'di ba? Tapos
how
compared
different was
to
that nung nandiyan ka na sa Thailand?
'di ba, compared to nandyan na training is there every day. Tapos, tulad na nga ng sinabi mo, which was perfect, na parang you didn't really prepare much anymore. You just needed to be in tip-top shape and your conditioning was there. Like, ano yung difference nung training camps mo when you were fighting here in the Philippines, when you were preparing, or when you were fighting in Malaysia, and now that you have a home base there, now that you're based there in Thailand?
Easy lang. Kasi, kumbaga, nung nasa Pinas ako sa Malaysia ako. So, kunyari, Fritz, may laban ka next month mga 4 weeks na lang yun. So,
short notice.
From that time, parang, syempre, kain-kain, wala kang ginagawa, sobrang relax, sobrang lilo, tas kain ng kahit ano, ganito, ganyan. Tapos, hindi ka nagtitraining, nagtuturo ka lang. So, kumbaga, your time is hindi nakafocus sa training. So, kumbaga, within that 4 weeks, kailangan mo ihabulin. Pahabol mo technique, habulin mo yung dito. Tapos, kinakalawang ka pa. So, it takes time more. So, sobrang ganda ngayon kasi full-time fighter kami. So, hindi na kami kakalawangin. Kumbaga, ang kailangan na talaga is pa-condition, technique, game plan. Yun.
Diba? And yun yung malaking difference. Kasi, I mean, I've been watching these guys since their amateur days. We've been seeing each other in so many Muay Thai and MMA events na nakikita ko ang laki nung difference nung yun din yung sinasabi ko Iba yung difference ng you're doing something else here versus nandyan kayo na ang focus nyo lang is mag-training, 'di ba? 'Di ba nag-uusap tayo noon, 'di ba? Sabi ko na parang maganda yung setup nyo dyan kasi all you have to do now, all you have to worry about is to train every day, and then when fight day comes, minor adjustments na lang. So, leading to this fight, when you were given the name of your opponent, tapos you know that you were fight ready, it's just a matter of strategy na nga lang, di ba? Tama, strategies, tactics in the ring. Were there any adjustments or ano ba yung sa tingin mo, like especially sa panahon ngayon, what were the challenges training during a time of COVID na meron, ano yung mga difference what's the difference between training pre-COVID versus training now na ang daming siguro limitations or for sure challenges?
Ngayon, sa sitwasyon ngayon dito sa Thailand, wala naman siyang ganun ka sobrang effect. I mean, sa training namin yung COVID. Kasi parang allow naman kami na mag-training sa gym lang. Kumbaga, bahay gym lang. So, wala naman kami pang pinupunta. So, there's no problem naman sa training namin. So, ang siguro feeling ko naman, mas maganda if like, pag walang COVID kasi we can travel anywhere. So, kasi dito sa Bangkok, sea level yung land. Kumbaga, sobrang so if we want to kumuha ng magandang hangin, we need to go to the mountain. Parang Baguio ganon. So tawag dito. So we have some plans na kapag siguro sana walang COVID, ganito ganyan. We need to fly to Chiang Mai, bundok. Doon kami papakondisyon ng magandang hangin. Parang gano'n. So, we can travel anywhere, cross-train, ito ganyan. Mas maganda pag gano'n.
Kasi at least for everyone who's tuned in now, makikita nyo na in as much as there are so many limitations at maraming hadlang, di ba? Yung mga fighters natin, from fight promotions to the fighters themselves, talagang pinipilit nila, di ba? They're doing their best. They're making that effort to provide entertaining fights and to actually show up. Coming into that fight, where did you who was your opponent? Ako sinasabi ko
Hindi ko
lagi, I'm
naintindihan
not...
yung pangalan.
Ako hindi ko na babanggitin pa kasi I'm gonna murder that. Pero ikaw, when you were studying your opponent, ano yung mga notes mo sa kanya? So, leading to that fight?
Ano talaga siya, mukha siyang, bata pa siya pero veterano, ang dami niya ng
Parang
laban.
19 years old nga ba siya? Ganun.
Oo, 20. So,
20.
tag dito, sinerch ko yung pangalan niya, hindi makita sa Facebook. Makita sa Facebook, tapos sa YouTube hindi ko na makita. So, ang nangyari, tinry ko tanungin yung promoter ko, ano yung totoong pangalan niya.
Okay.
May iba pa pala siyang pangalan, which is, yun yung sinerch ko. Tapos yung lumabas, ang dami na rin laban. Lumaban na rin sa Lumpini, mga big stage.
Big deal yun If you fought in Lumpini, talagang Muay Thai vet ka na.
Hindi basta-basta na.
So, nung fight camp na yun, sabi ko, hindi easy tong magiging kalaban to. Tsaka, although my goal talaga is, to finish on the first round. Pero nung unang suntok ko pa lang, sabi ko, grabe yung mukha na ito. Sobrang
matigas yung mukha.
Sobrang bugat. Grabe. Grabe yun. So, pero ang ganda experience kasi, yung may galaw siyang, meron siyang pusong veterano.
I watched the entire fight. I watched the entire kunat. Sabi ko, lakas ng mukha nito solid na yung binabato ni Fritz leading to that fight. So you knew that he was a Muay Thai vet. For sure when we talk about Muay Thai veterans, okay? Para magkaroon ng idea yung mga nanonood at nakikinig. When you say Muay Thai veterans in Thailand, okay? In Thailand, normally ang amateur record niya more than 100 fights na yan.
Oo.
Diba? Pag nandyan ka, pag sinabi mong vet ka at lalaban ka ng pro, you must have or probably have logged in more than 100 amateur fights.
Yeah.
So,
kasi unlike dito, bata pa lang
diba?
Malaban na yan
they fight at an early age. So
and they fight every day.
Hindi na push over yung mga ganon. So, what was the strategy? Like you and your coaches, okay, ito yung kalaban natin, ito yung style niya. Okay, we have a few videos kasi alam na natin yung tunay niyang pangalan, like leading to that fight. So ano yung initial strategies nyo coming into that fight?
Strategy lang is to parang alam mo yung tangke ka, parang
tuloy-tuloy lang.
Sabi yun. Pressure.
Okay.
Pressure kasi naisip ko kung may pag-technique-an ako dito, talo ako kasi Muay Thai rules to Kumbaga to be honest kasi, pag sinabi kasi Muay Thai rules talaga, medyo medyo lugi ako kasi alam mo yung veteran sila, alam na nila yung mga galaw ganito.
Kabisado na yung mga i-twist ng rules
Ginamit ko yung pressure ko, yung condition ko as like yung hangin talaga, para masira yung laro niya.
It was a really good tactic. It was a very good strategy.
Sinira mo yung kumpiyansa niya.
How was fighting Muay Thai with 8-ounce gloves? Like with MMA gloves? Ano yung experience
for you? Para siyang MMA na walang takedown.
Tinake-down mo nga siya sa labas ng...
Lumipad siya.
Please, everyone, please watch the show. Please watch the fight. I will link the entire fight in the comment section. I will post this as well. I will link it as well when we post this on YouTube. Pero so talk us through the rules. Like ano yung mga strictly Muay Thai rule siya for hardcore Muay Thai?
So ganito kasi yan. Meron kasi dalawang event yung hardcore. Isa Saturdays, which is Muay Hardcore, which is yung nilaban ko. Yung second is Super Champ, which is pure Muay Thai. So, ang pinagkaiba ng dalawang yon, yung Muay Hardcore, from the word itself, hardcore. So, kailangan, ang gusto nila, bakbakan. So, sa Muay Thai naman, Muay Thai Super Champ, gusto nila more technique, pero damage.
Okay.
Ganun ang gusto nila. So, mas maganda yung Muay Hardcore kasi gusto nila yung bakbakan talaga eh.
Okay. Kaya rin pala, laging dinidis in the moment na... So, how about the clinching? How many seconds are you allowed to clinch?
Parang ang bilis lang
Tsaka allowed ba kayong umattack?
Oo, kasi clinching actually, I'm prepared to, to go clinching, but alam mo yun, nandun agad yung referee to stop, which is...
Yun nga
Ilang seconds lang ba? Parang 5 seconds lang yata. Binibreak na.
Wala pa 5 seconds. Ito kasi sitwasyon. Pagdating kasi ng clinching, ang boring. So, parang waste of time. Which is maganda rin, good rin sa akin kasi pressure ako ng pressure. Kasi pag nagki-clinching, nagpapahinga siya.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay.
Nasa panig ko rin.
so medyo nag-pay off din. It went to his advantage. Grabe. So, they're performing. The fighters are performing. Even the referees performing. Minsan pinapanood ko, sabi ko, ng referee to. Parang grabe naman ako mag-break.
Ganun talaga sila dito. Ganun.
Oo, di ba? Ang gaslaw ng mga referee eh. So at least clinching is allowed and you're allowed to attack within the clinch.
Yes, elbows, knees.
Okay. So at least malinaw tayo doon. Kasi nagtataka, yun yung medyo, yun din yung mga tanong na gusto kong itanong sa'yo na parang okay, nagtataka kasi ako, the clinching, baka meron kasing rule, baka kasi may limit sa clinching kasi nagtataka ako, yun nga, you were able to clinch pero masyadong limited yung window para umatake.
Oo,
diba? How about yung sa foot sweeps and takedowns? May score din ba yun?
May score po yun. Big points yun.
Okay. Kasi ang
ganda lamang mo na naman yun, yung mga takedown tsaka mga sweep.
Lamang po yun, sobra.
Okay. Kasi ang ganda rin nung at what particular point in the fight mo na-realize na okay, kuha ko na yung timing nito. Kasi that was very evident whenever he would throw 2-punch combinations followed with sidestepping or it's either nagsa-sidestep lang siya or umaatras siya with every combination, di ba? So, leading to every catch kick, like lahat ng sinipa niya, there were several sequences wherein salo mo na yung sipa niya, leading to the takedowns and that beautiful foot sweep leading to your opponent outside the ring. At what particular point, anong particular part ng laban mo na realize, okay, kuha ko na yung timing nitong kalabanan ko. Like, gets ko na. Kaya ko nang i-intercept to.
Mga round 2. So, mga round medyo medyo naglaylo na siya. Kumaga, tinry ko kontrolin yung game. Try ko gumalaw dito, gumalaw diyan. More feint to yung reaction.
Maraming feints. Yeah, you did a lot of feints.
Pag nagfe-feints ako kasi tas makikita ko yung reaction niya, yun, agad ako. React back. Ganun.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Fritz, nag-headhunting ka during the first round. Sinadya mo ba that by the second round, you went high-low and low-high? Like, second round kasi nag-ano ka na eh. Ang dami mong binatong body shots. Nag-body shot ka, leading to a straight right to the face. Tapos may isang sequence, straight right to the face ka, tinapos mo body shot.
Opo.
Oo. So that was part of the plan nung second round.
Opo, up and down. So, para malito rin siya.
So please, future fighters, current fighters, okay, take notes. Kasi it's... Please do not fall into the trap na porke tumatama sa muka, puro muka na lang. Diba? Dapat, diba, just like what Fritz said, sinama niya sa strategy niya na dapat he needs to get the body involved. Diba? You have to make your opponents guessing. So it's a very good tactic na you go to the body, you go to the head. At what point did you realize na nasasaktan siya dun sa body shots mo?
To be honest, pasalamat ako kay Coach Drex.
Ayan.
Drex,
Happy birthday, Coach Drex. Shout out kay Coach Drex Zamboanga. Birthday boy.
Birthday boy. Sa kabilang part. Tag dito kasi, nung round 2 kasi, tinry ko, di ba, up and down, head body. So, napansin ni Kuya Drex na medyo nasasaktan siya dun sa every time I hit the body. So,
okay.
round 3, try namin mag-feint sa taas. Medyo, laylo sa taas para, sobrang taas ng guard.
Oo, mataas.
May suntok ang magaan sa taas, sabay mabibigat sa katawan. Ayun, so yun tumama talaga yung body shot.
Oh, ganda ng body shot eh. And it was an accumulation of, did you expect na babagsak siya doon?
I didn't expect.
Pero kunat kasi, no?
Kunat, man. As in, nag-exchange sila. So, nagpapalitan sila ni Fritz. Nakikita ko yung mukha niya, parang diretso pa din.
Sabi ko, ang tibay nito, palitan na. Parang wala pa rin tumatalab na suntok dito, Tapos maya-maya, yun na nga, yung body shot na huli ni Fritz na tumupi na siya. Sabi ko, paano nangyari yun? Nauna inisip ko. Bigla na lang siyang, parang ice cream na natunaw. Sabi ko.
And then how was
wala yung ulo eh. Nasa ilalim pala.
And then paano mo, like, ako, I really love the composure of, I really love your composure dun sa entire, for the entire 3 rounds. So, like, sige, makunat siya, matibay, pero, ano to eh, like, you were comfortable. You look comfortable inside that ring. Sobrang komportable mo eh. You were shuffling, you were moving around, you were feinting, di ba? There were times wherein, after each round, you were holding your hands up, 'di ba? Pinapakita mo ikaw, you were the fresher fighter.
Medyo mo pa siya ng konti.
Oh, 'di ba? Ano yung what was going through your mind? 'Di ba? What was going through your mind during that fight that led you to like being that comfortable? Ang komportable mo, kalmado ka eh. Iba yung kalma mo nun eh. Iba yung level of confidence mo. So, what were your thoughts? Ano yung pumapasok sa isip mo during that time?
Madami pero parang compose, kumaga buo. Kasi ang nasa isip ko nun, when I'm prepared, I know that I'm gonna win the fight. Tapos, ang dami nasisip ko, puro positive. Tapos, ang pinaka-favorite ko dun, yung nag-visualize ako na sa sarili ko as a challenge to myself, which is yung video na pinost ko sa Instagram, na visualize your victory. So, tinanong ko si Dennis na, sabi ko, videoan mo ako, gagawin ko yung dub. So, kasi alam ko na pagdating ng laban, gagawin ko yun.
Yun.
It gives me a positive, parang good vibes, tapos para ma-challenge din sa sarili ko na mananalo talaga ako.
That was good. Ang galing. What is a typical day for you in training?
Typical day, gising umaga, syempre, tapos before you enter the gym, make sure you're ready. Your mind is ready, your physical body is ready, your soul is ready. Alam mo na mangyayari ganito, ganyan. Kailangan, bago ka mag-step inside the mat, ready ka lahat. Tapos ready to train, ready to accept, ready to adopt all the knowledge that your coaches will teach you.
Oh, that was beautiful. A lot of people, especially fighters, will go into the gym thinking na, okay, this is training day. Okay, we'll go through the motions. Pero it's also important. So from fighters who are fighting at a higher, at an elite level, you come to the gym with a purpose. Yun yung sinasabi ko palagi. You come to the gym with a purpose. Pag sinabi mo you come to the gym with a purpose, pagpasok mo sa gym, prepared ka. Alam mo na kagad na ito yung kailangan kong gawin, ito yung gagawin ko, ito yung kailangan ko i-develop. See? So, hindi lang kami puro daldal dito. Fritz Biagtan na yung nagsabi. Okay? Di ba? Siya na mismo nagsabi, you have to be emotionally, physically, di ba? Your soul has to be prepared for this. Okay? And like the development of Marrock Force, I mean, please tell us, how is the experience of training at Marrock Force Gym? It was a beautiful gym.
Ibe, no? Tsaka ang laki ng gym nyo,
Ang laki ng gym, ang ganda.
Grabe po training namin dito, patayan. I mean, lalo na kapag may laban ka, sobrang patayan. Hindi pwedeng lousy. Kailangan kung ma-start mo, tapusin mo yung training. Oo, hindi pwede yung na-start mo, pahinga ka mamaya.
So ano kayo? Like once a day training, twice a day training?
Depende. Kung isa kang Muay Thai fighter, 2 times kasi morning tsaka after. Pag MMA, morning, afternoon, evening.
Damn.
Grabe.
How is the experience of training at a really good gym with high-level coaching? Kasi 'di ba? Kasi merong gym na mas magaling lang yung striking nila, kulang yung grappling. Meron naman magaling yung grappling, kulang yung striking. Pero at least the way we see the structure of Marrock Force Gym, medyo balanced out siya eh. There's a maganda yung component for striking, maganda yung component for jiu-jitsu and grappling and wrestling. Tapos yan, nagko-compete kayo in MMA, in Muay Thai. Like, kwento mo ko ano yung experience sa ganong klaseng training environment.
Grabe po, feeling ko nga sobrang perfect na nitong gym namin kasi lahat meron. Kung gusto mo ma-improve yung striking mo, meron kang striking coach, may Muay Thai coach, boxing. Kung gusto mo ma-improve yung ground mo, meron kang wrestling, may jiu-jitsu. Sobrang ganda po, as in like pang talaga, world class yung mga tinuturo sa amin.
This is considering bago lang tong Marrock Force Gym.
Oo nga eh.
Wala pang 1 year, di ba?
Wala pa 1 year pero buong-buo.
Grabe,
Parang nagkukwentuhan nga kami nila JC tsaka ni Carl. Parang sabi na medyo nag-align yung stars ni Marrock Force ha. Parang, diba, they opened the gym. It just so happened na nandyan kayong tatlo. They needed fighters. You needed the gym. So you got in. Tapos hindi rin naman sila nag-waste ng time kasi when they opened the gym, lumaban si Denise sa 1, Drex fought at 1, and then you fought an hardcore Muay Thai, di ba? So they had an active roster of fighters. I mean, by no means this is not an easy climb. Okay, hindi siya madali. Kasi nung nag-open din naman si Marrock, kayong tatlo lang yung nun, di ba? It was just you and then the owners of the gym. Kayo muna. Then eventually...
Ngayon, ang dami nyo na doon, ano?
As in talaga, kami lang 4, kami 3.
So, please, that part, Fritz, please, ikwento mo kung ano yung experience, paano nag-grow ng ganon. And how was the experience na tayo muna, pero eventually, feeling ko, dadami din tayo. Did you ever, how did you approach training knowing na kayo lang muna nung time na yun?
Tag dito, actually, we're surprised actually. I didn't expect na ganito mangyari na sobrang dami na. Kasi actually si Will, which is yung MMA director namin, marami siyang kakilala sa old gym na pinanggalingan niya doon sa Chiang Mai. So most of the fighters, parang halos lahat doon galing. So sila medyo inactive na rin kasi sila doon sa dating gym na yun. So lumipat sila dito para share those knowledge, maging active ulit sa training. Yun. So, sobrang ganda,
does Marrock, open na ba si Marrock? Like, are there classes? May mga students na ba? Open na? Okay. Ang ganda nung gym. Nung nakita namin yung photo, sabi ko, ang ganda nung gym na to.
Pinakita ko nga sa kanila, sabi.
Oo, pinakita ni JC, sabi ko, laki nung gym, ang ganda. Tsaka maganda yung ang ganda nung color scheme. It was yellow, black. Diba? Tapos maganda yung layout ng gym. It was medyo maganda yung well thought out yung layout ng gym. Tapos it could only be beneficial for you guys. Tapos it's a slow build na yun nga, 'di ba? Kayo muna, then eventually nag-grow yung team, nag-grow yung sport. Then now, nagpe-perform ngayon yung mga fighters. So, like for you, Fritz, ano ba yung future plans sa'yo for hardcore Muay Thai?
Future plans, after nung nangyaring fight, sobrang parang sobrang na-entertain. Kasi hindi ata kita sa camera na parang nung last round, ina-approach ko yung mga tao. Kasi actually, yung
medyo hindi nakita. Hindi nakita yun.
Unti lang yung tao, pero yung vibes ko, parang pinapa-hype ko lang yung mga tao na nanonood na let's go, last round.
That part was visible, pero hindi, may audience pala.
Oo nga eh.
Hindi naman may audience.
Hindi halata eh.
More on staffs, gano'n.
Hindi, pero may tao. May tao. Oo, okay. At least merong somewhat audience doon sa Yeah, one thing that was very, very evident was you felt comfortable, you were hyping up people, you were very happy, you looked comfortable, you looked happy. Yun yung ako sabi ko nung nakita ko second round, nung nakita ko pag ring ng bell at the end of the second round, nakangiti kang pabalik ng corner, nakataas yung kamay mo, sabi ko puta, delikado na yung kalaban ni Fritz dito. It's either and by since you stopped your opponent in the third round, how long ilan ba dapat yon? 5 rounds ba dapat yon?
3 lang.
3 rounds lang. Okay, 3 rounds. It was a very good So when it comes to meron di bang, for example, if you're gonna fight for the title, 3 rounds pa rin yon or 5 rounds? 5 rounds naman. Okay. That was very interesting and ang ganda nung experience mo when you were inside the ring. That's why I was asking kasi more often than not, akala ng tao it's just you na it was na basta-basta papasok ka lang doon tapos laban na. Hindi. Fighters go through several stages of either physical exhaustion, mental exhaustion, pero on flip side, yung kabilang spectrum nun is you're fighting pero parang hindi mo nararamdaman yung pagod. 'Di ba?
Oo.
Or parang nagse-second wind ka
Na-enjoy mo
kagad.
eh.
Oo, kasi nag-e-enjoy ka.
Mm.
Yun yung mga, para sa akin, yun yung mga delikadong fighters, yung mga nag-e-enjoy, tsaka yung kalmado within that moment. Kasi nakita ko rin yung complexion ng kalaban mo when he saw na nagtaas ka ng, if you watch it again, okay? Nagtaas si Fritz ng kamay, second round. Nung nakita ng kalaban niya nagtaas ng kamay si Fritz, nagtaas din siya ng kamay. Di ba? Parang okay, gagayahin
Yung
ko
mga
nga
galaw
rin to.
na mawawala talaga sa concentration.
Are you eyeing any particular opponent? Meron ka bang ni-request sa promotion? Meron ka bang sinabi sa kanila na gusto kong makalaban to for my next fight, or bahala sila?
Ngayon wala pa, sila na siguro bahala. Pero I'm nagde-demand ako na medyo taasan yung natin. Kasi
And definitely for after that fight, after that knockout, that was it's justifiable talaga. 'Di ba? Kasi ngayon magbo-boost yung stock mo, 'di ba? Makikita nila that you're an entertaining fighter and you actually finish fights. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen for sure. Lalo ngayon, hardcore MMA. Okay? Make it happen, please.
May hardcore.
Make it happen. Make it happen, hardcore.
Napansin ko din from your previous fight dun sa Muay Hardcore and itong latest, nag-iba rin talaga yung galaw mo. Kitang-kita yung upgrades sa galaw.
Alam niyo po ba, nakwento ko ba yun nung last fight ko sa Muay Hardcore?
Di pa.
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa ako na-interview nun, sayang.
Hindi pa nga
Hindi tayo natuloy nun. Kasi after nung laban mo nun, Drex na ata or Denise na. So, wala kang break nun eh. Diretso kayo to next fight camp kayo nun eh. So, ano nangyari doon? Kwento mo ngayon. Bawi tayo ngayon.
Ang nangyari, tatlo lang kami. Dito. Ako, Denise, kaya Drex. So, ang nangyari lang, ang training lang namin is takbo, ganyan, normal training, tapos pads. Pads lang kayo, pads lang kayo, Drex, bag, tapos conditioning with Coach TV. So, ganun lang ginagawa. Walang sparring. So,
okay.
Ang galot. Pero, ang ganda kasi, focus kami sa goal. Ang goal namin, headhunting kasi yung kalaban namin nun, kicker talaga, low kicker. So, syempre, pag low kicker, ang nakababa is kamay, di ba?
Totoo. Oo.
So, open yung mukha. So, doon talaga kami nakafocus, which is sobrang ganda, sobrang sharp.
Pasok eh. So, at least, tawag dito. So, doon nyo rin nakikita that per fight camp, nag-a-adjust sila kung ano yung available na training methods, ano yung available na time, ano yung available na drills na pwede nilang gawin, di ba? Tsaka kung ano yung dapat nilang gawin based doon sa makakalaban nila at that particular time. So at least it's gonna be, and we could only hope for better things for you there, Fritz.
You're one of the most, if not the most decorated Pinoy Muay Thai fighter right now. Are you planning to concentrate sa Muay Thai lang, or eventually bubalik ka ng MMA? Anong plan
po,
for that?
To be honest kasi, gito yan.
Ayan na.
wala pa kasi kumbaga naghahanap ako ng MMA fights dito parang as a comeback ko kasi last na MMA fight ko natalo ako, so gusto mag-comeback. Wala pang mga MMA promotion dito, so ngayon ang available is Muay Thai, which is I can go. So yun muna tayo.
Yun muna. That's good. Pag nag-open up din siguro lahat ng borders, babalik yan. Magkakaroon uli yan.
Sabi nga nung ibang mga mga nagko-comment sa mga videos ng mga laban mo, parang dapat if ever mag one super series ka na nga daw eh.
Sino ba to? Alimutan ko si Team Lakay. Si Gehe.
Oo.
Si Gehe.
Sabi ni Gehe Yustaki, mag one super series ka na kung sakali.
Pwede.
That would be
or if ma-offer ulit sa'yo Reyes, tapos kung sakali mag-rematch kayo ni Tenshin.
Oo.
Maganda yun eh.
Go ako
Alam mo,
kasi.
ako, I would fuck with that. Ako, I would be down with
Go
that.
ako.
Tapos,
Kasi
That would be a really...
Hindi ako ready eh.
Mhm.
Last night ko di ako
Oo,
ready.
di ba sakto?
level mo ngayon, tapos
Kinausap pa kita
maglaban kayo
nun.
ni
Sabi ko,
Tenshin ulit.
pilitin mo muna kasi tension to.
Oo.
Pero ngayon, yeah. Tension. Japan is open to making events uli. So I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
tension. Okay
Reyes
yan. Okay.
nag-event naman sila. So, I'm sure.
So Ryzen, baka naman.
Oh,
Or
Ryzen.
rematch.
The next time na maglaban kayo ni Tension, you'll be more prepared. Kasi you
Oo.
have... Kasi iba yung setup mo
Iba na
ngayon
yung
eh. You're more
setup,
focused. You have better instruction. You have better available resources when it comes to facilities, instruction,
Oh.
coaches, training partners. A better setup compared to what you had during your previous fight with Tension. Okay na. Ang ganda ng suggestion ni JC
Di ba?
Tension,
Yun ang inaabang ko. Sabi ko nga,
Medyo...
nung nag-upgrade niya yung skills, nung yung mga recent na laban nito ni Fritz, sabi ko, feeling ko pwede na ulit yung tension eh.
Oo,
Diba?
ready
Feeling
na.
ko rin naman tension is still active.
Kaya yun
diba?
eh.
Tension is still
Oo.
active. So, I mean,
Okay, active.
Oo, game yan. Okay. So, Fritz Biagtan, please, where can people reach you? And please thank everyone you want to thank. Floor is yours.
So first of all, I would like to thank God for having this kind of talent that I have now, and then to all my fans around the world, thank you.
Dadami yan.
Ang dadami.
Supporting me. So
Tapos, find him there in Thailand, Marrock Force Gym.
Oo.
Then he's fighting under hardcore Muay Thai right now. Please, ano ulit yung ano? Sige, please tell people where can they find you, where can they follow you on social media, Fritz?
you can follow me on Facebook, Fritz Biagtan, and Instagram, Fritz Biagtan din, saka sa TikTok, Fritz Biagtan. Yeah.
Okay. Very easy, very simple. And we are looking forward to your future fights. Let's wrap it up. And thank you so much for everyone who's been watching. Thank you so much who's been supporting. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section or message us. Please follow Destroy MNL on Facebook and on Instagram. Their podcast is all over the major podcasting platforms. My podcast is Coach Franco Says. And this has been another episode of Combat Sports Weekly. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Coach Franco Says would like to thank the following sponsors for making this episode possible.
My armor of choice. Never go to battle without it. Beware the robot face. I am Knots and Crosses. Place your orders on their Facebook or Instagram pages. Just good vibes in the local jiu-jitsu scene. Check out my Ikiro Collective family at ikiro.ph. Simply Better Dentistry. Visit the Santos Dental Group and Oral Surgery Center. Book an appointment on their social media pages. For local martial arts news here in the Philippines, visit Local MMA on Facebook and listen to one of my favorite podcasts, Destroy MNL.